My final tip on a technique is to write with conciseness. We want to try to write concisely or with brevity. This is an area of struggle for me. I tend to be wordy or verbose, and it's a weakness. It's not a strength. And so the goal is we want to say a lot in a little. The crotchety old philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche said, "It is my ambition to say in 10 sentences what others say in a whole book." I like this quote. Author Josh Billings, or AKA Henry Wheeler Shaw, said, "There's a great power in words if you don't hitch too many of them together." Okay, so how can we keep our writing concise when we're writing a book? Well, I have 4 tips. Won't it surprise you? I have 4 tips about conciseness. Number 1, outline your book first. Outlining your book ahead of time, it will keep you on track. It'll keep you away from those damn tasty rabbit trails that we go down. Your outline will help you hit your points. It'll make sure that you link everything together, and this creates coherence overall. And I teach how to do all this in the Newbie Book Writer course. Second is reader attention. So when I write, I always keep my audience in mind, but I also always feel like I'm about to lose their attention. I ask myself, as I'm writing, I ask myself questions like, am I getting boring here? Am I droning on and on? Would I want to read this myself? Is this example I'm using really necessary or relevant to my main overall point? Does it feel flat? Do I need to stop writing for the day? Okay. So I think it's a good habit to always feel like you're about to lose your reader's attention. And that will protect you from all kinds of mistakes, right? Watch out with conciseness, watch out for sticky sentences. So in the English language, there's about 200 words that act as filler words. They're called glue words, and we use them all the time, and many of them are not necessary in our sentences. And so what they do, the effect is they cause our readers to slow down like a bunch of speed bumps. So I recommend that you use a writing software like Grammarly or Pro Writing Aid. They're both really good. I've used both of them. Right now I use Pro Writing Aid because it has a feature called sticky sentences, and it goes through all of my writing and it highlights all the sticky sentences. And I can usually cut out a third, I can cut a sentence down in half, and sometimes I just wipe out the entire stupid sentence because it wasn't necessary. And my 4th point on conciseness is slash and burn first drafts. Okay, I do this after I finish my first rough draft. I try to slash and burn as much writing as I can. I'll share more about the first drafts and slash and burn coming up in a next point. But there you have it, my 4 top writing techniques or tips. You want to find your voice, just be who you are. Write to your audience. Write for your reader and just talk to them. Feel what your reader feels and speak from that and to that issue. Conciseness, say what you need to say in as few words as possible. Okay? We're not born knowing those things. We learn them, and that's the really good news, is if you can incorporate those 4 skills into your writing, you will write like a pro. Okay. Let's wrap up my top 10 writing tips by looking at the final 3 external tips that I do in my writing process.